and we are live.
Yes.
Live with Karencitta.
Hello.
Oh la la. All right,
What's
hi
poppin'?
Karencitta. Wow, guys, again, you are live here in the big picture where we help you see,
Think and act big.
and we invite the best of the best that we could find for you guys to break down their behavior, habits, thinking, so that you can learn from them and be like them. And for sure, Karencitta, there's a lot of people looking up at you.
There's a lot of fans.
There's a lot of
Salamat
fans
kayo.
even here live. So we're fully packed. Let's go with this, Karencitta. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be home in Cebu where I grew up.
Yes, and then I'm so happy. I know we've been talking like a few months ago
Oo.
that we're gonna make this happen, and now we're finally here.
Oo, almost a year na naghuwat para sa interview nito. Seryoso, almost a year
Almost
na.
a year, yes.
Like ihap taon ko, no?
Almost a year because 2019 is next.
All right, so Karencitta, for the two people that probably didn't know you, we're gonna talk a little bit about your background, how you grew up. We're interested with
Background check ta.
yun sa manimo to become a Karencitta that we know and love. All right, so
Become
let's
a Karencitta.
yeah, that Karencitta that we know and love. All right, so
Sige.
let's start with your music background. Like,
Yes.
how did you started, man?
How I started with music, I actually started when I was 2 years old. Bata pa ko nagsugod. Nag-watch ko mga concert ni Michael Jackson, ni Britney Spears, sa Spice Girls. And in front of the television, magkuan ko, ako sila i-imitate, ako sila i-emulate unsaon nila paglihok. Bisag di pa ko kabalo mo basa, mura ko nag-hum, like, kaya dili pa man ko maka-read og words ato. So muna, oo.
So in the very start, you're already a performer. You already see yourself.
Oo, wala jud ko gipugos sa ako ang parents.
Awesome.
Murag naturally evolved ra ko, murag kog Pokemon na natural evolved ra. Murag kog Pikachu.
So singing was your passion.
Oo. Singing ko nagsugod.
But when did
Mga
you
pop.
learn that you can actually sing? Because there,
Pag realize na ko
you're
gyud.
realizing that it could be
This could be a career for me.
Oo, na murag
Oh.
career na gyud. I think 17 years old.
Right, okay.
Dugay.
So you were
Okay.
in what? You were in
Nagkuhan ka, appeal
high
ka
school?
competition or what
Dili. Opportunities just came in lang, mga seryoso na gyud, like deals, record deals at 17. And then managers were reaching out, talent scouts. Pero before I turned 17, nag-swimming lessons ko for my breath, para makabirit. Swimming lessons sa Abiliana. Dito ko nagsaum-saum. Unya, singing lessons sa Salonga. Dito gyud ko, homegrown ko sa Salonga.
Okay.
Violin lessons, piano, dancing lessons sa Abiliana gihapon.
Yeah.
Oo. Pero wa jud ko gipugos into showbiz.
Yeah.
Those activities, extracurriculars was just a strategy of my parents na para mabisi bitaw ko.
Right.
Dili ko maglaag-laag, mag-uyab-uyab. Instead, nag-work lang gyud ko for my craft.
Yeah.
Oo,
So you were
subconsciously.
in those clubs during your, I believe this was in high school, right? Or
Sorry?
College show, yeah. So you were joining na mga extracurricular activities
Oo,
already.
since I was adolescent actually. Oo.
Okay. So like when you were let's fast track a little bit, no?
Sige.
You were 22 when like your hit song.
Oo, 22 years old, my
Yeah.
first hit.
So that was like 5
Cebuana.
years from 17 years old ka,
Yes,
right? What happened between that?
yes.
Kuan?
Yeah, what happened? How did you
What happened? Daghan kay na happen.
Sige, like unsa may mga like highlights like that push you
17.
to that kuan ba? That
Kuan,
point?
daghan kaayog mga failures. Ni
Okay.
audition kog X Factor the first season, which KZ Tandingan won. Wala ko nadawat. Murag kutob ra ko sa bootcamp level. After that one, na-discouraged jud ko maayo ato. Pero ni-push ko for Miss Saigon, ni audition ko sa
Okay,
Manila.
pause sa Tagamay. Because a lot of people are like, I'm wondering what were you thinking anong audition ka o kuan? What were you thinking when you audition ka X Factor and all these things?
Idol manggod kaayo nako si Charis Pempenko, si Gary V, sila mga judges, and I just wanted to meet them. Oo, encourage ko sa ako ang voice coach sa Salonga mo audition. I think it's really important to have a mentor in whatever career you have kasi they see the potential in you, sila nagtan-aw nimo, sila nagtudlo, and sila pud kabaw sila asa ka ipagawas o unsa mga auditions, mga contests.
Yeah.
Bata pa ba ko, so
Yeah.
dili ko business minded ato na time. Importante gyud na kay mentor.
Awesome. Yeah, we like that because like here's a big picture. We figured that out that
Oo.
a lot of people nga they're succeeding in whatever craft that they're doing. They
Oo.
always have this someone that's mentoring them, that's
Yes.
coaching them and guiding
Mura ra
them.
gyud tag mga athletes like in NBA and PBA si Kobe Bryant na ay coach, si Michael Jordan na
That's true.
Oo.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how
you
I see
also
it.
had your coach though.
Yes, yes.
All right, but you were singing and you were doing this as extra and you
Oo.
you were able you were discovered by some managers you've mentioned.
Yes,
But
yes.
before that, like what was in your mind? Why were you performing? Why were you
Right, yeah.
doing it? Because is it love?
Performing.
Is it
Yes, I think it's number one. It's the passion. It's the gas for me. It's where I get my energy. It's actually like my source of energy. If without music, what gyud ko? Like I
Wow.
can't imagine doing anything else. I tried but failed. So murag music yun ang ako.
When you say you tried, what were the things nga imong gitry that
Like
you thought,
normal 9 to 5s, like education, going to college.
right,
I tried nursing in LA, nagtuon ko, and hindi man jud ko ganahan.
right.
So music yun ang kuha.
Music.
Oo.
So ni fail ka when you try to join X Factor, you didn't what are
Wa ko
the other
nadawat
things
ato.
na imong gikuan?
After X
Go.
Factor, Miss Saigon,
Yeah.
wasad ko na dawat ato, murag dancing audition ra ko kutob. After that, gi-scout ko sa LA. No, actually, backtrack. After Miss Saigon, ni-enroll ko Velez kay mag-medicine unta ko. Pero di man jud ko ganahan mag-doktor ato na time. Ako jud murag gi-guess na ko ang entrance exam pa para maka-fail jud ko. Ako jud gituyo. Pero for some reason, nadawat ko sa Velez. I was like, okay, fine. So I went to LA for a holiday and then gi-scout ko dito og talent agent. Paapilon ko na ko something like PBB pero it's called Star Camp. Sa mao to na-hold ang ako ang education. Nisod ko atong Star Camp na show. That was like 6 months. Mura ra gyud og PBB, gi-house ka and everything.
With cameras and everything.
Yes, i-workshop ka.
Ano yung workshop?
Na ay mga challenges.
So it's more of kanang workshop for talent.
Yes. Developing your
Yeah,
talents
okay.
like singing and dancing. After that, I did a travel show with Kat De Castro.
Mhm.
Pero ato na time, wala jud ko nakadawat og pay kay ilad man gud to siya. Oo, bata pa
Camp?
ko ato, oo.
Sorry.
Oo, something like that. Wala
Yeah.
man ko'y manager ato na tarong, wala ko'y lawyer. And I
Alright.
was 17, so what do you expect from a
Ikaw.
17-year-old na wala pa nakasud og kolehiyo? Na-scam gud ko ato maayo.
So,
Na-fall back ko
what
ato.
did they get from you at that time?
Daghan kay mga free performances. As
I
in,
see, okay.
Yes, daghan kayo mga free
This was in the
performances
US,
from
no?
me. Here in
Here?
the
Ah,
Philippines,
okay.
oo.
Mm.
So after all of the scams, naka-decide ko mabalik lang ko college kay murag na-discouraged ko ato maayo.
Wow. It's like it's you when you look at your story, but it's because these are the stories that we don't see
Mao
with
gyud.
Karencitta now.
Abi nila
But,
asa
because like the tip of the iceberg, but
Mao gyud.
we always see like the glory,
The success.
the success, the overnight success. Because literally her song Cebuana was an overnight success. Like
You can say that.
because it was just like posted and was shared like in a day.
Yeah.
views.
Grabe kay
It
to.
went
grabe.
trending, right?
Yeah.
But the story behind it, you've experienced those, no? So
Mm-mm.
so it's amazing that we see that part of the story.
And this is exactly why we invited you here also because like Dave and I have been like interviewing.
We don't
lot
have
of
a
people.
dream to become performers.
We don't yeah.
I don't think I have the
Pwede.
talent.
No, no, but the
Low
thing,
key lang.
the thing, secret lang among channel. Okay, the thing is, we've interviewed a lot of successful people, right?
Sure, yeah.
And then we always see that there's always this, there's no such thing as overnight success. Like they
Wala
always
gyud.
work on it. They always
Mao
like
gyud.
concentrated on the thing that they want in life, right?
Mm.
And so, like you talk about 3 things na you felt nga na fail ka ato, right? And then what made you get up and do another try?
Nay isa ka tawo ni sud sa akong kinabuhi. Uy, dili! Dili ana. Uy, grabe sa dinyo. Uy, gugma
First time ni siya
agad-agad.
na-release ngayon po.
Grabe. Kanigid sila. Dili. Tarong bitaw. His name is John Inglesby. He's a Grammy Award winner. He reached out to my team via Facebook. Tapos, he wanted to meet me. Kasi he wanted to write with me. Tapos I said, di na ko, oy, kay, wa na gid ko ipagasa aning showbiz, giilad na ko so na di na gid ko. Pero persistent man good kay ni si John. He really wanted to meet me. Kita gyud siya potential nako. He has studios for me, na siya equipment para nako. So niya na to akong pamilya na pagbigyan na lang, don't close your doors. Just go for it. Just at the point where I gave up na gyud na nag-focus na gyud ko sa akong college. Nursing pa ko ato, nursing school. It was an accelerated program. So yun, I met him sa Greater Los Angeles area. Dako gyud siya balay. Really, really nice. So pagsud na ako kayo ko, wow. Seryoso di ay. So nag-storya me mo to naghimo mig Cebuana. First hit dayon.
That was it?
Wow.
That was it.
Oh my
So if
God.
wala pa to ni ito nga si John sa akong kinabuhi, wala gyud.
Wow. And then
Awesome.
And then importante sad kaayo na I live with my parents. So sila po nag-ingon na ako na day ayaw i-close imong doors. That's why it's very important to surround yourself with the people you love who support you,
Yes.
especially your family.
Alright, awesome.
interesting. So
Yeah.
like good thing for you nga you took that opportunity, is that right? I mean
Yeah.
for some people they like one failure lang they already give up like
Mao gyud.
flat, right?
Mao gyud.
And the thing for you is like, yeah, so I know nga you meet John, but then what's going on sa imong mind? Like every time, like from X Factor, you felt like you failed, and then like you want to try again because what's the overall goal? Can you like what was your goal that time?
Bata pa man ko ato. Gusto lang gid ko ma-expose. Sa una, katong 17 pa ko, wala pa man ko'y social media. So
Yeah.
mga competitions, mao to ay imong way to be exposed. So mao gid to akong goal ato na time, exposure.
Yeah.
Lahi na biya karon.
Yeah.
Pwede ra mag-social media.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So you're also known for, your skits on Facebook, no?
Si Caridad.
Si Karencitta,
Mahigong mo.
right? But yeah, so which went first?
Which went first?
Cebuana or Caridad? Asay gauna nila.
Comedy skits ang una before Cebuana. Oo.
Did it play in a role? How many followers were they?
Dako na kog following
You're
ato
gonna-
na time. Wala
sa
pa ni
Caridad.
gawas ang Cebuana. I think 500,000 na.
Oh,
From
awesome.
comedy skits lang.
So you were basically you built your brand because of Caridad, right?
Oo.
And Cebuana was just like the icing on.
Yes, more like cherry on the
cherry
top.
on top,
Yeah,
right?
it was
Yo.
like yeah, but it's also the tipping point for you, right? To like launch you to something right greater.
As a musician.
The musician.
Yes, musician.
My comedy skits is just a strategy of building a fan base. Ikasagaran man gud sa ato kay kusog kayo ang comedy, di ba? Uso kayo magpatawa, vice ganda.
Oh.
And that's a really good way and a smart way for artists to build their fan base. Kaya malingang man gyud ang mga Pinoy mo tan-og mga comedy kaysa mga songs lang. Entertainment gyud ang ako ang tirada ato.
Right.
So, ako lang gig i-help, okay, how many comedy skits am I going to release para ma 500,000 ang akong followers.
Right.
After that, release dayon sa Cebuana.
So you were.
It was very calculated.
Yeah, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Very calculated. I actually started making comedy skits November 2017.
But
Tap-
Cebuana was already there or not yet? It was on the
Yes.
making.
Yes, it's in the
Cebuana-
making. Oo.
Okay.
Wow. So
Everything was
like,
calculated.
you plan gito ninyo.
Oo.
Right?
oo.
It's wow, interesting. We
Yeah.
didn't know that.
This,
It's really
Mura
cool.
nagwa, no?
Yeah.
she's sharing a secret to everyone, no?
Mm.
So you don't hear that as often because a lot of us, a lot of our probably one of your fans love to see or become like you, or
Yes,
become
yes.
someone who's leading on her field.
Or an influencer or someone like who wants to build basically a following,
Yes.
right? It's very
So,
interesting.
Yeah, so I think that was very important, no, that you strategize and
Yes.
you really hit what your market is all about.
It's not a mistake. It's not like
What's like who engineered that? Like your team, you
engineered the
like,
song.
the plan
No, no,
ba? The
The
plan.
plan,
you know?
ako lang.
Out-
Wow,
Oo,
really?
Ako lang.
Did you
oo.
do your research or something?
No, no.
Like you just knew na I'll have to
It
hit
was
this.
at first it was a mistake because since I was in school, I was feeling very depressed because I was doing something I didn't like doing. So I had to find a way na magpakatawa ko sa akong sarili. So naghuna-huna ko, okay, mag-joker na lang ko. I'll try to make myself laugh. So I filmed myself and then I felt like, uy, it's genuinely fun pala. I uploaded it, uy, nagka 1 million. So I'm making other people happy
yeah.
pala. So naka-feel ko, oh, this feels so good. I'm making other people laugh. So ako to i-continue. And as I continued, nakaingon ko, okay, building ko sa akong fanbase, nindot ni. But what should I do to branch myself out as Karencitta, not Caridad? So Cebuana came after.
Yeah.
Oh.
Grabe, hi.
Right.
Amazing.
So
Yeah.
when Cebuana came out, did it surprise you?
Definitely. Kami tanan, akong pamilya, akong music team, my managers, it was all a surprise. Because I had 0 pesos for marketing and funding.
Yeah.
Wajud ko, wala, gyud. Ako, director ato sa music video.
Ay, video, so?
Director, producer, songwriter,
really
videographer.
nice. It
Ako
was a
tanan.
nice production, basically.
Ay, salamat.
right?
Okay
But
lang.
what would you... Did
Simple
you just
lang. Guerrilla
DIY?
filming to.
Oh.
Well, nothing Hollywood. It's
Yeah.
just a camera and then I hired actors and producers. Maura gyud to. Kuan kaayo like nag-ampog yun ko ato before while I was making the song in the studio. I had the actual Santo Niño statue beside my speakers and then there was a spiritual approach. Ako sa storyahon, ako tanaw ng iyang naong, kung unsay iyang reaction, kung ganahan ba siya or dili kay hilig bi asya ka ng singing and sayaw sa Sinulog. And I wanted to cater the Cebuana song to the Sinulog festival specifically.
Right.
Oh, yeah. So it was perfect release, no?
Yeah.
And then, when I released it, natog ko diretso, literally, pag mata na ko, 1 million views on Facebook. Pasalamat yun ko sa inyo, Santo Niño. Salamat kayo.
So
Sagit-sagit yun ko ato sa kwarto. Wajay binuang.
what happened like when it was released? Did your phone rang on like what like if you release a song overnight and became like something really big and like the most downloaded, most listened to song in Spotify, just like that. Like what type of opportunities were presented sa imo?
More live performances, tours,
Yeah.
tapos mga music labels. They
Wow.
all started reaching out, mga major. Nakalitan gid ko ato. So nagdali-dali kong pangitang
And you
og
already have a
agent.
manager, ani?
Wala pa.
Okay.
Lahi-lahi lang mga managers nag-reach out.
Oh yeah.
Nanguyab, oo.
Wow.
Actually, si Viva ang nagkupot na ako karon. 6 months sila naggukod na ako.
Ah,
Nanguyab
really?
sila na ako for 6 months. Wala pa ni gawas ang Cebuana. They already saw potential in me.
Because of the caridad.
Yes.
Were you releasing? I've seen that you were like hanging out with other people, right? Of like I've seen you were fronting Abra. Was that
Yes,
right? Yeah.
2013 pa to.
Oh, 2013,
Oo, dugay na kayo.
So you were on the scene already.
Oo, underground ko.
Ah.
Before I went to pop, katong Cebuana pop, inana, hip-hop gid akong roots.
Yeah. So can you explain
Underground.
to like hip hop it's fairly I don't know. There's like a certain group of people who listen. I'm a
Yes,
listener, right?
yes.
But yeah, it requires like a certain group of listeners to actually listen to hip hop. So can you like describe hip hop in a way na entice others who are not listening to hip hop? Maybe they'll also check it.
Hip-hop is a culture. It's a lifestyle. It's something you can't learn. It's something you have to grow up listening to. Mga tao sa imong paligid, sila pud maminaw ana. And again, it was also a very calculated decision na musud ko og pop na genre from hip-hop. Because when I was in the underground scenes sa hip-hop, na ko'y street cred ato. Pero na-realize na ko, oy, nga no, wala maniga play sa TV, nga no, wala maniga play sa radio. Kasi hip-hop, it's still unacceptable pa. So I had to say, okay, mag-switch up kog pop. I have to force myself to do something for radio and for commercial, for the mass market. So ayun, I had to force myself and it did really
Age
well.
of how old are you? 20.
You were 20, right? When you 21,
doing that?
something like that? You were thinking about that?
What age were you at that time?
Early 20s, no?
18.
18.
Oh, grabe.
Yeah, so it's really interesting, no? Kay, you were thinking about this, and then it feels to me na you're running. It's like running a business, right? Because
Yes.
you're running your own brand. and
Yes,
then
you're your biggest asset.
Yeah, you're your biggest asset.
Yeah.
You're like making strategy on how to reach your audience, right?
Yes.
And then how to make them buy. Meaning
Buy your product, buy you.
listen
Buy your music.
to you and
Yes.
just buy your brand and who you are, right? So it's very interesting because like that's like when you're describing the music scene, it's exactly like when you're starting a business. Now you have to plan for your product, how to launch it, how to make it acceptable.
The type of people, the niche. Yes.
The niche, right? And so that's really interesting yung gi-share karon because
Oh.
like wow, how connected is that? Nga, you have to really do that. And then the thing is like who are your influences? Because like when I was 17, when I was 18,
You were singing?
Ah.
You were singing career?
I was
Your
just busy
low-key
chasing
singing
ladies.
career.
I was kidding. I was busy with something else. I was not thinking about my career.
Ah,
you were-
okay.
But who are
At that age.
at
I was
that age,
young.
huh?
I think
What
ako,
were you
kuhaan
doing?
ako. Uyab-uyab
I
pati
think
ko ako.
the biggest factor to my success now is the The institution I attended, it's CIE, it's a British school. It's a school for leaders. Tapos when you're in freshman high school, nagsugod na ka og business ana. Freshman to senior. So mo na business minded na ko pag-graduate.
So you were thinking
high
about
school.
like you were thinking about the right things. Like for example, you were thinking about we were asking the right questions like why, like yes, I have some following with hip hop, but then
Oh.
why is that played? Why is it not played in radio
Oh.
and TV and in a major one? That was like really good questions. that
Yes,
you were thinking back then.
Because at the end of the day, it's about business. It's about music.
right.
I want to live a life off of music. So I
Right.
have to find ways.
What's at the back of your mind all the time, no?
I have a question.
Dili lang hobby.
Specific sa imong brand. Like, so people see you as Karencitta. You have a feel to it. You have a bugsik type to feel to it. Is that true all throughout, or do you have like a? Is this your show?
Dili. Ako dyan eh. Nan, pangutana pa akong mama na dira.
The fans can
It did when you mentioned that you're in hip hop, it did made me feel like bitaw no consistent kay mang dating when you were talking and when you were like even when we were talking about this show, right? Guesting in this show, you were always like, "Hey, this is what hey Joe," and I was like, "Oh,
Yo.
yo."
I think authenticity is the word, no? So
And so it's very important, and this is what I'm trying to point out to all of the guys who are like building a business, starting a business, or like doing a craft, or like starting a community. It's very important to be the same through and through, so that you don't have to.
It's easier to
It's
operate
easier.
your business if you're wearing the same hat at the same time.
Right.
yes.
Kung sa adlaw, baseball cap imong gisuot, dapat igabi baseball cap gyapon dili snapback.
Yeah.
Kaji ka?
Yeah.
Yeah,
lisod
sure.
kay na, lisod kay na kung duha ka buk imong hat imong suoton.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now you're working. Now obviously like you have a lot of projects, right?
Thank you.
The thing is, akong question is like, has your day changed a lot?
Yeah. Yeah. Sa una kay hobby ra man gud to, karon seryoso na everything has to be business. Everything is business.
Still enjoying what
like
you do.
it?
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
love it, right?
love it. From every contract that comes into my office, ako gimubasa before I give it to my lawyer. It takes a while, pero ganahan man gud ko. I
Right.
like learning the ins and outs of my business because
Yeah.
I'm handling myself, diba?
Yeah,
I'd rather
yeah.
it's
I have-
you
I have a
respect
question.
everybody, pero don't trust everybody.
Yeah,
You know
so
what I mean?
you know what? Here in the big picture, but we always like we love to promote our. We're a proud Filipino. No? Joe and I
Yes.
believe Karencitta is
Ooh.
also. So you made this video in the US, but the lyrics is about the Cebu, basically, right? So that after actually listening to that made me like, wow, this is nice, no? Okay, it promotes our Cebuano culture and
The
mentions
language also.
yeah, the language. It
Mura
mentioned
siya tourist song, no?
yeah.
Diba? Mura siya tourist song na.
But yeah, so there were like locations there, no. So and like what made you do that? Like you're in the US already. Why think of Cebuano or Cebu in itself? Why
Because
that
I'm a
song?
pure Cebuana. It's important to give gratitude to the city you come from. You have to start local before you go global.
Awesome, yeah.
Build your fan base
I like
first from asa kagikan. Kay credibility man sa abot nimo sa global. Global nimo mga utana man ang mga tao taga-asa man na siya. Oh, taga Cebu. Na siya creds sa Cebu. Yes.
Yeah.
It's awesome, no? Because
So magamit na nimo siya as leverage.
Yeah.
Right.
Ito nimo
start
sa
at your
global.
own backyard.
Yes.
Really, right? So
Okay. So
yes.
you're playing like a different game now, right? In the music industry, and
Thank you, yeah.
who are the people that you're like? Who are your role models now?
My role models sa music.
Music.
Daghan kayo. Different genres. Number 1, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Because of his work ethic. I respect him for that.
So you
Tapos
studied-
hits after hits after hits. Classic yatanan.
grabe,
Ganahan ko inana. I want to
Yeah,
emulate
nice.
that type of profession. Tapos si Bob Marley. I admire Bob Marley for the impact he's made in the world. He wanted to cure racism by injecting his music into people's lives. There's a really good story about Bob Marley. He was scheduled to perform at a world peace rally. 2 days before mo perform siya, gipusil siya sa iyang kaugalingon balay. Unya, ang iyang gibuhat pag concert, nisaka gyapon sa stage para sa world peace. Wa siya nahadlok na mapusilan siya usab. So, grabe kay na ka impactful ang iyang
Committed,
gibuhat. Oh, brave kay siya para gyud siya sa mga tao. I think people in the show business fail because they're selfish. They want to keep everything for themselves. I want a big car, I want a big house, I want money. Pero if you cater for the people, for the world, lahi na siya. That's what I like the most. Mao nang akong necklace dire, ako suoton is impact. I wear it everywhere I go because that's my favorite word. What is talent if you don't have impact?
Yeah.
Wala ka, di ba?
Yes, yes. What's like? So let's go back. I like what you're saying there. Okay, there's always this like overarching sense of purpose, diba? Sa the people that you mentioned. What for you is your overarching like, purpose in like sa music? Basically sa yung whole brand.
I think my purpose right now is to amplify original Pinoy music onto an international scale. That's the long term. Short term is to inspire, to illuminate, to juxtapose, to start conversations. For example, the No Apology song, Wala Akong Pake. It's a song about self-awareness, to not apologize for who you truly are. Wala akong pake. Be yourself. Don't pretend to be something you're not. And I want to start conversations.
Awesome.
I like that. A lot of the people that we talk to, that's like just like you know, you're moving and shaking different things. Is that the differentiator is there's always this bigger goal that's bigger than themselves, and
Yeah.
I can see that in you that you're really doing that.
Speaking of that, what's like next for Karencitta?
Right
I've heard there's an
now.
upcoming movie, no?
Yes. I'll be filming a movie called Indak, directed by Paul Basinilio, starring Nadine Lustre. I have a new song coming out early next year with Jim P, Al James, and Just Hush. And on December 14, I'll be performing at BGC Amphitheater as Globe Telecom's new ambassador with
Wow.
Four of Spades.
Wow, congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe you can connect Four of Space with us. I want to meet those guys.
Low-key.
Really, yeah. Awesome.
Pwede kayo, pwede.
All right, so we normally end this portion of the program,
The
right?
interview portion.
The interview portion. There is another portion.
Napa dyan. Sige,
Na
sige.
pagilain.
Okay na. Take your time. Ask anything you want.
All right. With like what Dave and I learned, right?
By the way, maybe we can let just a moment. No, we can ask. Kenam kita live audience.
Yeah.
Can you say hi, guys?
Oh, hi!
Oh, daghan kayong fans si Karencitta. Maybe we can maybe 3 people, no? Let them
You have
if you have
questions
any
for-
questions, bisa kung saan na question, maybe secreto or you can ask. So
Kasi,
there's a
who
microphone
wants to
there.
start?
Or maybe raise your hands na lang kisa may na question dira.
Kana
I would
sang
like to
question di
ask.
ta matukan ha.
Julian, yaw.
Na si mama.
All right, kisa may question for Karencitta.
Question.
Yan yung mga kuandri, mga fan messages, no? Oh, yeah. Okay, Sheena has a
Sheena.
question.
Hi, Sheena. Hi. Nice to virtually see you.
Yeah, same here as Karencitta. So my question is to anyone who wants to start, doing their own thing, especially music or,
Yeah.
any kind of arts, what type of advice would you give to that person right now who's probably, going through what you went through back when you failed, not going to, I forgot the show, but through all your failures, like what would be that one advice?
Daghan man kaayo.
Maybe one advice na lang.
One advice. Be abnormal. Find your
Be
branding.
different.
Focus on your branding. Like, for example, there's a book called Purple Cow.
Seth Godin.
Yes. Yun.
Alright.
Purple cow. Purple cow unta ka instead of being a brown cow. Kay kung brown cow ra ka, di ka makitaan sa herd, di ba? Sa
That's
farm, dapat purple ka. Be abnormal. Mora gina.
I like that. I like that.
Any other questions? Na ito yung mga kuandri, mga fan comments, no? From our fan, Darrell Park says, "You're so pretty." Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Darrell. Aubrey A. Susan says, can I have a free shirt? No.
No, you can't.
Lugi ta.
All right, so also Sugar has the same question. No sugar.
No sugar.
Mel says, Idol.
Sorry.
Loading.
These are our friends actually, so that's why we can make fun of them. But if we don't know you,
Si Fabi, Clifford, I wish I was there. I still have work tonight. Oh, nice you're
Okay lang.
watching live, no? And Marvy Chris said, is this from Canada, I think?
Uy.
Pwede mangayo lyrical t-shirt gapon.
Lyrical.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Yes.
Sige.
Yeah. Kami here na lang. Okay, para ma-record ang
Ari diri. Ar makita sa camera.
video.
Ar makita nga sa TV.
You can state your name, no?
Huy! Wag! Uy!
Sige daw.
Hi.
Hello! Unsay name mo?
Alexis.
Hi Alexis, thank you for coming.
Thank you. Uy, ko pa. Uy. Ay, nahulog ko.
Mahuga! Mahuga.
If kanang nay mo offer nimong dito sa gawas nga ma-appeal ka sa ilang showbiz or diri sa Pinas, asay mong pilion? If sa
As of now, Pilipinas, like what I said kanina, start local before you go global. Dapat mag-build ka sa imong credibility kung asa ka gikan.
Oh, next.
Salamat,
Hindi.
Alexis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One more. Last question. Because we lack time.
Hi, good evening.
Hi,
I'm
evening.
Mocha. I was really a fan of yours.
Was, sige, okay ra.
Was before pag yun sa Cebuana, like,
Really?
kato, fuck around, I don't know.
Wow.
That's yours, right?
Oo.
I just heard it at Y101 and I
Oo.
searched Yujud
Oo.
as in. And then, so my question was, I was really shocked na the purpose of your songs are really deep ba?
Naagi message,
Oo,
oo.
gani. And then, I would like to ask, what is your purpose in life?
My purpose in life is to make other people's lives better and brighter with my music. That's my purpose.
Awesome.
Awesome, I like
For
that.
the people.
I like that.
Wow.
Alright.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to our...
No, we're gonna talk about what you learned
Insights,
from
yeah.
this insights
Oo.
interview,
Oo.
right?
So,
Okay, go ahead, Dave.
yeah, so I was really shocked, no, meeting you at you're 22 now, right?
23.
23. Belated
Good
na
guess.
But yeah, so I was shocked because you actually are very intellectual, basically, no? It's not like, your videos, Caridad, I've seen a couple of them.
Pabugo-bugo lang, pero
I've seen the katong what's your grade? A, B, and so katong B for Bogo. So you should watch that. But yeah, so basically Karencitta is very smart, no? And I've noticed that because she studies people like Bob Marley, and I didn't know about that Bob Marley story. I think I heard a bit about it, but also Michael Jackson, you know his routine, how his work. So basically, like if you want to become like Karencitta or be a master of your field, may it be cooking or probably dancing. So I think having a mentor and also studying
the game.
the game, yes. Don't hate the player, right?
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah. So that's it for me.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
What's happening here? Okay. So for me, well, first, let me just talk a little bit about pre-interview. When we started talking about this, there's a lot of people that I've reached out also, right? And I think I think you're the easiest person to talk to, like setting it up. That's true. That's true. Like I can't. And then
Very down to earth.
Sheena here, who asked the
Also
question.
very-
She's also a star.
Yeah, check out her podcast.
Come on.
Sheena Yap. Nami
Yap,
podcast ni
yan.
Sheena
Tao.
Yap, by the way.
Yeah. So Sheena is the type of self-confidence.
Yes.
She also, we have the same reaction. Like, well, you know what? You're easy to talk to. It's yeah. Di ba? Wait, this is not scripted. Yeah. Or it was kind of like it's one thing, like maybe I'm too old, right? But diba, ano kasi yung video ba? So when I look at your video, I was like, okay, I have a certain impression of you, but then when I talk to you, I was like, I guess I was kind of,
Oo, katunapa ko sa LA.
yeah.
Filled the gap, no?
I was like, wow, like you called, I was in SM, you called me like, hey, Joe, and then we're like, okay, then we have a schedule already for next year, right? And then I said like, okay, interesting. What just happened? Like that's how easy it is, like for you to talk to. So it's
Don't
really
ask
like,
too much questions. Just
yeah,
do
it's
it.
like you were very humble. Like it's easy to talk to. And for and this is coming from a guy because I'm between Amon and Dave. I'm usually the connector. Like
The bridge.
yeah, I bridge
The
everybody.
Mactan Bridge.
Bridge
I'm the
owns
Mactan.
the relationship.
Yeah, I bridge everybody. Right?
Nice.
So,
PR. You have to be good at PR.
yeah. So, but the thing is, I can also see like there's a lot of things that you're very humble and I really like that. So like I guess the message is yeah, always be humble. Second thing that I really like about what you said is that you're always on top of the game. Like you're always thinking about your brand. You're always thinking about how to penetrate. I like that. How to reach this audience. How to present yourself. How to brand yourself. And the thing is, even when you're thinking about that, you're still true to yourself because that's
Yeah.
very important. You
Yeah.
can get lost
Yeah.
in pursuit for your dreams, right? You
Yeah.
can get lost. You can have a persona ba? And
Oo,
there's a
yeah.
lot of people who are like that. They have a persona when they're outside,
Oh.
the screen, like wala sa screen, like on in front of the screen, they have a persona. They're kinder. They're,
Showbiz yun na siya. Kanay
yeah.
mo gisulti.
And I don't like
Showbiz
that.
culture
Like,
na
and
siya.
nobody likes that because people wants authenticity, and I think you embody that ideals.
Balance lang ako ah.
Yeah.
Balance, right?
No one to switch on, switch off. Be flexible kung asa ka, kids sa imong mga kasturya.
Awesome, right? So yeah, that's
That's a part
that's
of
a part that will-
takeaways.
Yeah, those are takeaways.
And now we move on to our lightning
Lightning
round. We don't have
Usually
sound
say that
effects.
because
Yeah, these are like questions we ask our guests all the time. So yeah, these are quick questions. So you, as the name calls it, lightning round, you can answer it as quick or as short as possible.
Sige.
So first and foremost, what is your morning routine, or do you have any?
My morning routine. I stretch. I have a morning elixir. It's a mixture of ice water with lemon, honey, tapos chia seeds. It's good for digestion, and it's my substitute for coffee because I'm not a coffee drinker.
You just drink coffee.
okay.
I think coffee is just like for starters. It's like excuse. Oh, I need to drink coffee para na ako'y energy. Di ko ganahan magsalig. I don't want to have a dependence on something or alcohol or coffee. Gusto ko natural lang, organic ang ako ang energy. High on life.
All right.
Awesome.
Awesome. So next question is who inspires you?
Or what?
Who or what inspires you?
What inspires me, number one, is my family. Because I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing it for them also. Silang akong priority karon.
All right. So do you have any resources? Like you mentioned a book earlier, but yeah, do you have any books or podcasts or course?
Show.
Yeah, or show
Song.
that you recommend to those who want to become like Karencitta?
I think The Alchemist was the first book
Paulo Coelho.
I ever read.
It's a pursuit of your
I also
dream.
read
Yes.
You also read that. Yeah.
Anything by Paulo Coelho.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Awesome.
All right. So
Do you consider yourself successful?
All of us are successful. We just need to bring out the lion mode in all of us. Kita tanan, we have an inner genius. For example, Bob could be really good at kite flying. Lisa can be good at fixing cars. And that's their inner genius. Everyone is successful at something. They just need to bring out their lion.
Joe is good with connecting. All right. So last question, or second to the last question. So we built this podcast because we want to really, help Filipinos. We want them to see, think, and act big.
Yeah.
And a lot of our Filipino brothers and sisters, they go abroad without a choice, or they're trapped with that choice. Na wala nagay chance here in the Philippines, or some of them are maybe here in the just stuck with a 9-to-5 job. Na deep inside ganan sila mag-singing or be an influencer. So what could be, as Karencitta now, what could be your advice to those people who want to make a change in their life? Like on one tip or one advice.
Get out of the job that you don't like, because that's like spiritual suicide. And find something you love doing. Don't focus on the money yet. Just focus and prioritize on the quality of your product, and then the money will follow afterwards. You have to invest.
Agree.
For the first year of your investment, don't think about the ROI or the return on investment. Focus lang gid sa quality para ang word of mouth sa mga tao daghan. That's the number one marketing, word of mouth. Kasi everything in my career now just happened less than 6 months. Word of mouth, oo.
Yeah.
That's amazing, no?
And then that's because you've also built a lot of mileage, right?
Focus on the
Before.
quality
And,
of your comedy skits. For my case, comedy
sure.
skits and the music. Oo.
And also, guys, this is truly inspiring because 6 months can change your life.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bitaw.
in 6 months.
Just hyper-focus lang
Amazing.
yun. Hyper-focus. Tapos you schedule your posts. It's very calculated
like
na.
Do you do your own post?
Schedules the
Yeah,
post.
sometimes. Oo.
Sometimes, yeah. Okay,
Alright.
interesting. Last question. This is the most difficult question. Just kidding. The question is like, where can people find you and your work?
Yeah, you can plug here, please.
This is the time to
Plug.
talk
where-
about
Oh
your
yes, my
project.
social media. Please follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Karencitta Official. Maura gyud na. Spotify, iTunes, nandito ako mga songs sa
We have
YouTube.
products here, so
Yes, my merchandise.
Yeah.
Anyone you can buy from Joshua, he's somewhere in the building.
Yeah.
Na Cebuana t-shirt na apoy lyrical Cebuana dira.
Where can they find this if they're online?
Yeah, you can just order sa ako ang Facebook page.
Okay,
Very
okay.
easy. Oo.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right.
So-
Any other project you'd like to talk about?
Projects. I just want to say thank you to Workplace Cafe. Thank you to
Hey,
Sheena Med
Workplace.
Spa for my skin.
Workplace.
Thank you everyone
so
for being
much.
here. And thank you Viva and Boss Vic, my manager.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, audience, are being here
Yes.
also.
Ito,
Thank you,
salamat
people
kaayo.
who are here
Hi,
live with
Josh.
us. I hope you enjoyed, the things that we've shared. I hope
Yes,
you get to know Karencitta more because we know that she has a lot to offer, and as she said, she's just getting started, folks. There's
Yes,
still
yes.
a lot of things that she'll be sharing to the world, right?
Yes.
And the
And
world is changing.
I have something cooking up with Globe Telecom also coming up.
All right.
Yeah, and if you're curious, if this is the first time you've heard about podcasting, there's actually like a podcast movement going on in the Philippines. So be part of it. Like listen to our podcast, listen to Sheena's podcast, and some other podcasts out there. We have our local podcast here now. So if you're listening to podcasts outside the Philippines, guys, we're here already. We are
Yes,
interviewing.
We've landed.
Yeah, we've landed. So we're Julian is also
The
there.
creator life.
Yeah, so listen to our podcast, listen to our past episodes. We've interviewed a couple of amazing people, like
A lot of amazing people.
Para
we
sa
will-
kultura.
yes, for the Philippines, and see, think, and act big. So if you're interested for that, you can visit our page as well, facebook.com/thebigpicture, and we have all the details there. We have a lot of things going on there, so please like it. And of course,
The
guys,
Big Picture /ph /podcast or the
Yes.
Big Picture.ph.
so I think that's it for
With
us.
that, thank you guys for coming
Salamat
here. Thank you,
kayo.
Workplace Cafe. I hope you enjoy it.
Matsalon.
Thank you,
Workplace
Karencitta.
Cafe, the best.
Salamat kayo.
All right.
So, yes, after this, so thank you so much.
So this has been
Joe
Karencitta.
and Dave
signing off.